Yo, what's up everybody? Native Raider here, and welcome back to the channel. This is a different type of video for me because I am typically a very positive person, but man, this one might come off a little bit negative, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it's something I've been trying to prevent myself from doing time and time again, but it's reached a boiling point and I have to say something. I absolutely have to say something. I think it might be true that Bungie might actually hate Titans, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Let's get it.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go.
All right, before we get started with jumping into this week in Destiny and what they have to say about Titans and the changes coming, I got to tell you, the day started out strong, or very strong. I mean, I'm off tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving. We about to eat good. We're about to, I'm about to prep turkey and ham tonight. I'm about to get all the fixings ready. I mean, super positive day. And then on top of that, I got a notification on X, aka Twitter, that there was a dev insight out. I was like, cool, man. And Fire Team Finder right here. Fire Team Finder. I was like, how cool is this? This they're progressing forward. There's something, and I was just talking about this feature in my last video, so I was even happier about that. And then not even minutes later, I saw was it Bruno? Bruno, one of the last community managers that we have. He's one of the last man standing, and he tweets out about the TWID coming out today, coming out earlier. So I was even more pumped. I was like, yo, could this day get any better? Because I was excited about the TWID. You know why? Because we got the season starting up next week. Thrilled about it. You know what I mean? Finally get some more content and stuff like that. And I was cool, man. I was like, cool, man. I can't wait to get home. I'm going to go through the TWID, check out what's going on, prep it for the podcast on Saturday. And before I even got home, I was driving home from work. I got a notification again on my phone, Twitter again, and shout out to my guy Drizzy. He ended up tweeting out this, and as you can see, yeah, that rush of just that emotions that I had, all high and mighty and feeling good, and I see this, like, come on, Bungie, how you gonna do us like this? Yeah, so that's where it started, and then I got home, I read through it, and it pushed me over the edge. I had to create this video, so we're gonna dive right into it. And yeah, without further ado, let's get it. Let's see what it has. I've skimmed through. I've seen some mostly nerfs, a couple small buffs, but definitely way worse than it is better for his Titan. So skip all this bullshit. You guys can read through this at your leisure, or better yet, check out our podcast. Man, we go through everything like this and talk about it, break it down. That is the Blueberry Lounge podcast. But starting right here, sprint and slide melees. Now, it says right here that sprint and slide activated melees can no longer be activated after a player fires their weapon during a slide. That's awesome. Let's see. Sprint and slide melees. How many of those belong to Titan? How many of those belong to Hunter and Warlock? Well, they got the list right here. This affects the following melee abilities: Seismic Strike, Titan; Shield Bash, Titan; Hammer Strike, Titan; Howl of the Storm. Guess what? Titan. Consecration, Titan; and Flechette Storm, which we just recently got, Titan. And then you got Lightning Surge and Tempest Strike for the other two classes. Okay. So obviously this is a huge nerf to Titan and the ability to slide and melee and or shoot and then melee and stuff like that, which is kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like the way to do it. You know what I mean? That is the method. But apparently somebody was bitching about this because yeah, that is no longer allowed. And then, okay, cool. It is affecting the other classes. To include Tempest Strike, but then they go ahead and buff the damage to Tempest Strike 110 to 125. But we're not even talking about the other classes. We're talking about Titans in this video. But it's just like, come on, man. And then the very next article, Bonk Hammer and Banner of War. Why, Bungie? Why? Banner of War. Here we go. Increase the number of enemies defeats necessary to level up the banner by approximately double. Yeah, double. Not just a little bit. Not 15%, 20%, shit, even 25%. Double. and increased the amount of time added per enemy defeat at each level uh, to compensate. So they try to make it feel a little bit less of a stab, but come on, man. They wipe the salt out the wound a little bit, but that's ridiculous. Double, is that really necessary? These values vary depending on the type of target defeated. Fixed an issue where unpowered swords were being granted damage boost by Banner of War. Understandable. That's not what it was intended for. So I don't look at that as a nerf. I look at that as fixing something that was not supposed to be there. Okay. Um, Inherently a nerf, but next we go on to a Bonk Hammer, and that's literally one of my favorite classes. My Solar 3.0 Bonk Hammer builds, and I was looking forward, especially with Dragon's Breath coming out, to be putting together a build and doing a video on that one. But Throwing Hammer, when picked up, now returns melee energy over 1.4 seconds rather than instantly. Was that really that big of a deal? Was that really a problem? It was a Bonk Hammer for a reason, man. Like, so now it's not gonna. You throw your hammer, pick it up, throw it again. Like 1.4 seconds, you can throw it again. 1.4, like why 1.4? I'm curious on the reasoning. 1.4, what is that negating? Is that like taking it out of a certain meta phase of something? I don't know, man, but unnecessary bullshit. I mean, that's what the throwing hammer is all about, man. Pick it up, throw it again. That's a Titan thing. But they did increase the projectile tracking strength by about 20%. Maybe that could make it feel a little bit better in the Crucible. Still don't know if I'd rock it, but it'll be worth a shot to try it. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. Soul Invictus, reduce the maximum sunspot duration from 20 seconds to 12 seconds. Ouch. Now, this is when you're standing in it, is unchanged at 5 seconds when you're away from the sunspot. So yeah, that's another rough one, man. Just another nerf to the Titans, to the solar subclass, the hammers, and I mean that was the best thing. You throw your hammer, you get a sunspot, you're just chilling in your sunspot, healing up, throwing hammer again. It's not like it was broken. I mean, if you think it was broken, let me know down in the comments. But come on, it's unnecessary, absolutely unnecessary. And then there's some more shit about other classes don't really care about. There's some things in here you can look to, like Glacial Quake. That was kind of cool. Now freezes nearby players on cast. A previous behavior previous removed in hotfix 3.1.1.1.
Boring.
Okay, cool. You know what I mean? I'll be playing around with the stasis subclass this coming season just because there's a lot of changes to it. But now we get into another thing: exotic armor. Let's go. Here is all your hunter bullshit. Don't care about it. Here's Titans. Okay, so Severance Enclosure got a little bit of a buff, which is cool because I mean, ain't nobody use that shit. So, will it still be used after this? I don't know. Playtesting, we'll have to see. But the big one here, another nerf, Peregrine Greaves. We knew that this was coming from a previous preview that they had talked about. You now have to be airborne for a brief time before the exotic will apply. The exotic effect will apply. So, getting that Peregrine Strike, you're gonna have to be airborne longer. So right now you can run, and as long as you're airborne slightly, you can get that one shot melee off on the opponents in the Crucible. And that was kind of what it's all about with Peregrine Greaves, So now you have to be airborne for a longer time. It just says a brief time, so I don't know what the number is going to be. So we'll have to see how it feels. But I mean, if you're going in for a Peregrine Strike and you have to be in the air that much longer, you're likely going to get shotgun dead or SMG or whatever. Throwing knife to the head, who knows? But goodbye, Peregrines. Goodbye. Been fun, friend. Next up, Warngard Caress. They did a rework with it with a meter. Read that at your leisure. Whatever, it's something. It's different. Damage bonuses and shit like that. Ashen's Awake, pretty cool. Fusion grenades, impact. Now stun, unstopped champs. Awesome. I'm not a big PvE guy, but cool, man. When I put them on, I do like Ashen's Awake. They are slept on. Here we go, though. Here we go. There's another big one here.
Another one.
Synthoceps. They completely removed the identity of what Synthoceps are for. Synthoceps are supposed to be that extended melee range. It is supposed to, it's Synthoceps. I mean, like the word itself just feels like you're supposed to reach out and touch somebody. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that just got canned. Remove the extended melee lunge distance. Now improves weapon handling and reload speed while surrounded. I'm always trying to, especially if I'm having some Synthoceps on the arms that are meant for melees, I am not usually trying to like worry about pulling out my weapon or reloading while I'm surrounded. So that's just, I mean, you just wipe that shit out. Whatever, get that out of here. Uh, Reduce the PVE surrounded melee damage bonus to 165 from 200. So there goes our PVE damage bonus. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, they increased the melee damage bonus from 100 from 50 to 100. So I mean, all this is now, all Synthoceps are now are basically just your. That's going to be your glaive exotic. That's your glaive. It's Glavoceps. You heard it here first. Glavoceps. Precious Scars. Kills with weapons matching your subclass now apply restorations. Ooh, that sounds good, right? For 1.5 seconds. Never mind. That's in PvP. That's all I really care about. 3 seconds of PvE. That could be nice, but I mean, it is an exotic. There's a better exotics. So it's one of the ugliest exotics I've seen. So that'll probably stay nice and dusty in the vault. Yeah, there it is, guys. I'm not, like I said, I don't like to be like negative or anything like that, but it's just been nerf after nerf after nerf for Titans, like nonstop. I mean, can't catch a break. Everything's just being done to Titans, to their exotics, to our movement ability. Like, what's the point? And as Drizzy said, like, why are Titans even in the game at this point? Sad. I have already committed to playing Hunter this season, so the feeling I won't get to experience it as much. But still, it hurts, man. As a true Titan man, it hurts. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about these changes that are coming to Titan, and stay up, my Titan bands. We'll be all right. We're we persevere through things. That's what a Titan's all about. I mean, we are very resilient. All right, see you guys in the next one. As always, rock steady.
Rock me, rock steady.
Rock me, rock me, rock me, rock steady.
Roll me, roll me, roll.